I suppose with the league, sixth in the league doesn't really kind of tell the story. It was a really, really tight competition this year, wasn't it? Overall, three wins, three losses, and I think a draw. What are your thoughts on that? Good, bad, indifferent?
Um, Good. Like we set out the target of staying up this year. Like we're fresh in a Division One, and we have a couple of new players coming in, so it was great exposure for them. I was just chatting to a couple of lads, like when you ever want to see teams getting relegated in 7 points and then teams winning it on eight, like it was as you said, it's such a tight league. So like that's the service that the league gives you. Like they're all tight games and gets you prepped for championship. So happy enough with how some bad days like, but some good ones too.
And obviously, going in, you have a bit of a target on your back, going being All Ireland champions, but also the new people that came in, the new lads. Always good to have, I suppose, just a little bit of turnover, keep competition good. How did they adapt to, I suppose, the league?
Brilliantly, like we've had some great additions this year. Tomas and cornerback has been class and he's been getting up the field scoring. Darmot Mullen has probably been arguably one of our best players this league. He's been brilliant as well. But it's also good to get a couple of players back from injuries as well. Kieran Mackin missed last year, so it was great getting him back in. Ashton O'Neill's getting more and more game time. So look, the way the game is at the minute now, more than ever, you really need a team to get through the championship. So we're glad that we're sort of getting numbers back and strengthening it.
Does it feel different? I suppose the approach from other teams now they're playing you because you're the All Ireland champion. So did you get that sense, or is it just another game?
Yeah, not really feeling that sense. Like we're trying to go about our business as we have been doing. Like it's obviously harder to do whenever you have maybe won the trophy from the year before, but it's just we try to really obviously focus on ourselves and not really you take into account what our teams are doing. But if we can sort of stay grounded and keep the processes that we done last year and maybe add on something extra, something new, like we know we'll hopefully not be far away from it again.
They always say, I think it might be a boxing term that it's always harder to defend the title than it is to win the first time. I'm not sure about that. But would you agree with that? Do you think it's harder to defend an All Ireland title than win it the first time?
Um, it's probably harder because not many people's done it. Like how often you want to be talking to somebody that's went back to back. So how like I don't know how anybody can say it's hard if they haven't done it themselves. So look, hopefully maybe answer you that in August with a good answer.
Good stuff. Who's the contenders to the crown this year? Who have you got to watch out for, and who should everyone else be watching out for? If there was kind of maybe three teams in the country that you'd be kind of maybe there's a dark horse in there. Where's your thoughts going towards that?
I honestly thoughts haven't really went too far past next Saturday. Like there's been some very good performances in the league. Like as you say, and I don't know, I didn't look at it, but I don't know what the points difference between top and bottom was in Division One. So like we know that there's going to be tough teams. Donegal or Flan, going well again. They're obviously being backed in as favourites. You've got Kerry, league champions. So I think it's a finely matched um teams this year. But I suppose throwing the rules in there as well, everybody's on the same wavelength now.
And looking forward to the first game. How you approaching that? Is it take each game as it comes and just go from there?
Yeah, looking forward to the first game. We've got a good league under us. We know we're in for a battle next week. In Corrigan Park, like it's going to be small numbers. Obviously, it's well documented, but it's going to be. I'd say it's going to be loud. Like it's going to be a wee cauldron for them. So we're under no illusions that we have to put in performance and get the season kick-started again.
Ulster, it's always just an incredible championship in its own right. Is it as strong as ever? The teams coming through. I think it was this Monaghan won Division Two and did so well. So, like, is it could the Ulster champions come from anywhere really?
I think so, yeah. And the teams are quite spread out in the draw as well, so anybody can win it on their day. Like we've seen Monaghan are coming back to where they were, putting in high scores. There's obviously the four other teams in Division One as well. So like it could be absolutely anybody, and I suppose that's the beauty of Ulster football. Like it's always whoever comes out of it's going to be standing in a good spot heading into the Super Eight.
This is just a few more questions for me, and then we'll finish. Just overall, are you confident you could go the whole way again? Is there that feeling in the camp that there's not going to be a hangover from last year? You've probably got that out of your system now after going through the league campaign, but is there a confidence there that you're even stronger, maybe with those new additions you mentioned, going into this championship?
Yeah, like I think we are in a good place. We do quite a bit of work. We done well last year. Trying to cross off the T's and dot the A's, and I suppose we're trying to add that wee bit more, as I was saying, to sort of add something different. Like you can't, I don't think you can win the All Ireland again doing the same thing. You're going to have to change, especially with these new rules. So I think we are in a good place. Look, we'll just focus on the next fortnight and get over the first test.
Well, you've just mentioned it there. My final two questions to you are about the rules. If I was to say to you, what's the best one, and then what the worst one is, or maybe the one that needs the most tweaking, what would you say? So if we start with the best one first, what do you think has been a good addition to the game?
The solo and go's been a great addition. There obviously was a few questions around like if you catch a mark, can you use the solo and go and stuff like that. So, but it definitely has added to it, and obviously with the foul, if you run across somebody as well, you just have to be a bit more disciplined with it. The solo and go it has been a great addition, speeds the game up.
And the negative one, the one that needs to either go or be tweaked, which would you say? Maybe are you biased here being a goalkeeper?
Yeah, I suppose it'd be no surprise that like I would like to see the no pass back rule took out. Like it was something you done in primary school, like no pass backs,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's a wee bit silly, but like they got rid of 12v11, and you can, as tough as annoying as it was, suppose, because we had a bit of an advantage with, you can see the reasoning, but I don't see the reasoning now taking it away why you can't bring the goalkeeper back into play further back the field.
And listen, just finally for me on that goalkeeper thing, like if we go back 10 years, your position is just completely changed. Do you have to be an awful lot fitter now and be more skilled in so many areas? I remember our goalkeepers training, they would do a bit of fitness work, and then it was a lot of, shot stopping and different things like this. But now you really are kind of, instead of being 14 and a goalkeeper, it's now 15 players, really, isn't it?
Yeah, like if you want to play that way as a team, it's obviously adds a bit of excitement. I think the most annoying thing of it all is that you got, as you say, like years ago, or even as you're younger, like you get so many kids participating more now because of the excitement and obviously the fun that goes with doing nets, and now they're trying to take that away. I think like it's sort of hampering participation a wee bit at underage, I would say, like because as like you've so many ones having fun with it, and I'll do nets, no, I'll do nets. It used to be you hated doing nets. I know I did as a child, and sure look where I am now. So, I think like it's probably the more annoying thing out of the whole thing.
Very good. Okay, listen, best of luck for the weekend. I know there's a great championship coming our way, and I'm sure we'll talk to you down the road.
Perfect. Thanks very much.